You won't believe what happened when a top CEO decided to pretend he was blind, just to scare off his blind date. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but sometimes people do the most unexpected things to avoid awkward situations. Our CEO, a man known for his sharp mind and serious business deals, had one simple plan: keep this date short and painless. Little did he know, fate had other ideas. So picture this. He's dressed perfectly in a sleek suit, sitting calmly at the restaurant, but instead of greeting his date with a smile, he pretends he can't see a thing. Imagine the confusion when his blind date walks in. She's wild, fierce, and the kind of woman who rides a motorcycle like she owns the road. Nothing about her screams easy. And that's exactly why he wanted to get out fast. But the moment their eyes meet, even with his fake blindness, something unexpected sparks. This isn't your usual love story. It's a collision between a high-powered businessman trying to hide behind a mask and a bold biker girl who refuses to be intimidated. You can almost feel the tension crackling in the air as their worlds collide. Him, used to controlling every detail, and her, a free spirit who lives life on her own terms. As the evening unfolds, you'll wonder who's really pretending and who's about to be surprised by what comes next. Stick around because this story isn't just about a blind date gone wrong. It's about unexpected attraction, playful deception, and how sometimes the people we least expect end up changing our lives forever. You'll want to watch closely to see how this CEO's plan to scare off his date might just backfire in the best possible way. So, what happens when a man who controls everything meets a woman who defies every rule? That's the question that will keep you hooked till the very end. And just when you think you have it figured out, the story takes a sharp turn. Will the CEO keep up the act or finally drop the act? Will the biker girl walk away or stay to challenge him? One thing's for sure, this is not your typical blind date. Stay tuned for the next part because things are about to get even more interesting. The restaurant buzzed quietly around them, but at their table, the air felt thick with something neither had expected. The CEO, whose name was Jian, kept his eyes closed, fingers lightly tapping the glass in front of him. He told himself this was just a way to avoid an awkward evening. But inside, a strange nervousness gnawed at him. Across from him sat Mia, leather jacket, confident smirk, and an attitude that seemed to dare the world to challenge her. She wasn't the type to be fooled, and the moment she realized Jian was faking his blindness, her eyes narrowed, not in anger, but curiosity. Jian's plan had been simple: pretend to be blind, make it clear he wasn't interested, and end the date quickly. But Mia's fearless presence was something else entirely. She leaned in, voice low but teasing. "You're not fooling me, you know." John blinked, caught off guard. How did she see through his act so easily? She didn't rush to judge or walk away, which only made him more uneasy. Mia had her own story. She worked as a mechanic by day and rode her motorcycle by night. Her life was about freedom, not rules. She'd been hurt before, people assuming she was just some reckless biker girl, not worth serious attention. So when she showed up at this dinner, it wasn't to impress anyone. She was curious about this mysterious CEO who seemed so out of place in her world. She wanted to see past the polished exterior. As they talked, Jian realized how much he'd built walls around himself. Business was all he'd ever known: deals, profits, control. But Mia's world was messy, unpredictable, and real. She wasn't impressed by his power or money, and for the first time in a long time, Jian felt something genuine stirring inside him. Yet, trouble was waiting just beyond the table. Jian's company was in the middle of a fierce takeover battle, and his rival had eyes everywhere. Someone wanted to see him distracted, vulnerable. If his personal life leaked out, it could ruin everything he'd worked for. Meanwhile, Mia's past wasn't as simple as a biker's rebellion. She was running from a mistake, one that could catch up to her any day. Their date became more than just a meeting. It was a collision of secrets and truths neither wanted to reveal yet. Jian struggled between protecting his heart and guarding his empire. Mia wrestled with trusting someone who seemed so different from her. Every moment crackled with tension. What would happen if their worlds collided for real? And as the night grew darker, so did the shadows around them. Someone watched from afar, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The calm before the storm was about to break, and neither Jian nor Mia could guess just how deep the coming chaos would be. Would Jian drop his act and let Mia in? Could Mia open up about the past she was running from? Or would their secrets tear them apart before they even had a chance? The answers were coming, but not without a fight, one that would test everything they thought they knew about themselves and each other. Just as Jian and Mia were starting to let their guards down, the sharp ring of Jian's phone cut through the tense air. He glanced at the screen and saw the caller ID. It was from his company's legal team. His heart sank. With a quick excuse, he stepped outside, leaving Mia alone to wonder what kind of trouble awaited. Jian's world was unraveling faster than he expected. Outside, Jian's lawyer's voice was grave. The hostile takeover was moving ahead aggressively. Some confidential files had leaked, threatening not just Jian's company, but also his reputation. Jian realized that someone close to him was betraying him, and the only way to protect everything was to confront this threat head-on. But it would mean exposing himself, and maybe Mia, to danger. Back inside, Mia's phone buzzed too. A message popped up from an unknown number, reminding her of the past she thought was behind her. A mistake? Yes, but one that had powerful people hunting her. Fear gripped her for the first time in years. But looking around the crowded restaurant, she noticed Jian returning, determination in his eyes. They shared a look that said more than words could. They were no longer just two strangers thrown together by chance, but two people with battles to fight together. Jian confessed the truth about his fake blindness and the corporate war he was facing. Mia, in turn, admitted the secret she'd been hiding, the reason she'd been running, and why trust was so hard for her. Instead of pushing each other away, their honesty became a bridge. They decided to face their fears as a team. Jian reached out to his trusted allies, uncovering the mole within his company. Mia used her street smarts to outmaneuver the threats chasing her. Piece by piece, the puzzle came together. The climax came fast. During a tense board meeting, Jian exposed the betrayal to everyone. The traitor was unmasked, and the hostile takeover attempt crumbled. At the same time, Mia confronted the people from her past, standing firm with Jian by her side. Their courage and trust in each other turned the tide. In the quiet that followed, Jian and Mia found themselves not just victorious, but changed. Jian realized strength wasn't just in power or wealth. It was in opening up and letting someone in. Mia learned that the past didn't have to define her future, especially when she had someone to fight alongside. Their story ended, not with grand gestures, but with a simple truth. Sometimes, the bravest thing is to be honest, to trust, and to face the unknown hand in hand. The risks they took taught them both that life's real victories come from connection, courage, and the willingness to be real, even when it's hard. As they walked away from the restaurant into the cool night, the city lights reflected their new beginning, a chance at something genuine, unexpected, and worth fighting for. And in that moment, they both knew the future was theirs to write.